Hello and welcome, thanks for tuning in. Today I'd like to demonstrate how to reverse the front faceplate on the Uniden MC-615 25 watt VHF marine radio. Here's the radio here. As you can see, quite a nice unit. We'll begin by removing all the unnecessary items, as well as the mounting tabs. Then what we're going to do is we're going to turn the radio onto its back with a screwdriver, remove the screws. There's 4 of them, one on each corner here, and once they're removed we can take the covers off. Now, what we've got to keep in mind here is in here we've got our 4 washers still, so we'll just give this a light tap. Still got our washers to consider, so make sure they don't get lost. Put that carefully away. And here is our radio. Now what you can see here is we are able to now careful not to touch the circuitry itself, turn the radio over, and you should be able to rest it flat on the surface of the table. Remove this plate as well. Now it comes out this way because of all these mountings here. And there we have our radio. Okay, well, what we've got here in the radio is we've got our circuitry in this area. This is the circuit. As you can see, our antenna connection is here. You can see it coming back through there. The faceplate here is adjustable. The way to do that is to, as you can see, just rest it here. Carefully release the screw, just a little bit off, and the one on the other side as well. Just ease those screws off a little bit. Here, you see we've got another locking one there. We'll have to remove that one as well, entirely. So we'll get that right out of the way. It's a nice little short screw there. So, yeah, and the same on the other side. Okay, we've got the covers off. Now to put it back, to reverse the faceplate and put it back together. Oh, we do this. Right, now that our faceplate is floppy, we reverse it into the direction we want it. So in this case, I want it to be able to be seen mounted on a flat piece and look down on the screen. I find my screws, my 2 little screws, ones we had earlier, and I re-put them in these little holes in here and screw them in. The chassis of the radio has been drilled and tapped, so the screw should just screw straight in. As we do this, don't forget to tighten up both sets of screws. Right, once we've got all our screws in, we can then start to put the plates back on. Now we'll put the top one on first. So we've got our radio here. We'll put the top plate on. Now it's a reverse process of what we did to take it off, which is put it in like so. Make sure we get it fitting. And there's a couple of little tabs along this front edge. And then the same with the bottom as well. So we'll turn the radio over and we'll put the bottom on. Now that goes the other way. As you puts it on. Pretty much the same deal with it too. So just make sure it all fits. We're just trying to get all these things to line up nice and clearly, and see, make sure you don't lose any of your washers there. So just trying to get it all to line up nicely, and the screw holes and these sort of holes, and yeah, so just spend a bit of time getting it right. You'll get there in the end. There we go, just snapped into place nicely like that. When you're happy, start putting your screws in. Now I suggest just put them in and just do a little bit of a tighten on them. Just to key them in, so they don't all fall out. Give it a final check, make sure yep, looks good, and then we'll tighten them up for good. And when you're happy with it all, there we go. Now we can look down at the set and it's as we wanted it. Finally, insert all your connections again, like your microphone and your mounting screws. And there we go.